Uh, I don't know why there was a connection issue, but I hope it's okay now. We are on to Saturday evening, and our session today is interesting. Our session today is talking about, isn't spirituality also just a construct of the mind? What's all the spirituality? Is it, what's the necessity of spirituality? The mind has the mind created some ruckus, something called spirituality, and made us all go on one drama, on this journey, on this nonsense of realization and awakening. Maybe it's all bakwas. Maybe it's just a trick of the mind. So that is our discussion today. Let me see what you think of it. Who knows that spirituality is just a trick of the mind? Sip Atman Rekha, I am Sip Alak and Anand Krishna, Sip Anil Soni, Chotwani, Asim and Lakshmi, Sip Chidanand, Gigi, Kanak and Harshal, Sip Krishna, Malti, Premchand, Rajanand, Sip Prakash, Vikram, Sita, Siva, Sip Sridhara, Sagai, Sachiv, Samatma, Satprem, Sip Suresh, Soham, Sukhi, Trupreet, Avi, Girishanand, Sip iPhone, Sanjay Bell, Sip Siji Siri, and of course, the rest of you who are still getting into the subject of Zoom. Yes, there we are. So let me see who has anything to say on this subject. Today it seems to be like a, what they say, cold winter day, thanda thanda. So karma, yes, karma is going to start. So is spirituality just a construct of the mind? I hope you'll understand the question. It really means, is spirituality really something real or it's nonsense? What spirituality? Why spirituality? What is the soul? Where is the soul? Who has seen the soul? What is the spirit? What is God? Where is God? Why are we talking of self realization, God realization? Why coming on this Zoom call every day? What is the meaning? Karma.
Shivoham AiR.
Shivoham.
Uh, Very, very beautiful and interesting topic. This is something I had once asked also, and I sometimes do wonder कि what if there is actually no purpose? We are just designed by the creator to go through this process of what we call Maya and Leela, and that's about it. Experience this, and that's about it. What if there is no purpose, but our non-enlightened ego is playing with us and telling us, oh, there is purpose. So you should enlighten your ego. You should do that. So what if the mind is playing these games with you and keeping that ego intact, whether we call it enlightened or non-enlightened, but somehow still keeping it in a trap, and it's all a mind game. I would not deny that I don't wonder about this. I do. And I think, once asked you this also very lightly, but we didn't delve into a lot of discussion on this. But yes, sometimes it does feel that this is also a mind playing with uh, us, because sometimes only when it, then the what we call as consciousness also comes in and tells us ki no, mind is fooling you again. You do have a purpose. You are supposed to enlighten your ego. You are supposed to do whatever the right things are. And I don't have a concrete answer, so this could be actually a mind game, or not. Who
No,
knows?
like science. For example, science today says there's no God. What God are you talking about? What nonsense? Who's God? What God? What nonsense? So, so something like science. Science, as such, does not accept the belief in the concept called God, right? The science believe in
Yeah,
a God.
true, true. They're still trying to figure it out, what we call as God or the creator. They just know कि हाँ ऐसा कुछ है, किसी ने तो बनाया है, but it's not God, because they see God as that मूर्तियाँ ना. So
No, no, they say there's a Big Bang. It happened with it all happened in one Big Bang. Oh, that's a different question. We can come to
हाँ
that later.
हाँ हाँ.
But the point is that some people say, "What nonsense spirituality you're talking about? What is the spirituality? There's nothing like." For example, even
Hmm.
the Buddha has been quoted in saying anatta. I think recently Govind Mehtani, I don't know, he's not on the call today. Govind Mehtani, Hong Kong, went to a monastery in Switzerland And he had a 1 hour discussion. So there's no Atma. What Atma? There's no Atma. There's Anata. There's no Atma. He had a 1 hour discussion. He sent me a recording. I've not gone through that.
Hmm.
But there's no proof. Where's Atma? What Atma? What are you talking about? So this is a very deep question. Thank you, Karma, for breaking the ice. We have Krishna, Satprem, Chidanand, God's will, and Rajanand. So we have enough participation. Yes, Krishna.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Krishnoham.
Krishna.
Krishnoham. Sir, पहले हम लोगों के लिए confusion रहा, but now that is where faith moves to trust, and then very clear understanding what is the mind. And now I think mind can come disguised as a policeman. He's a thief, he's an imposter, but the mind can come dressed as a policeman and help you catch the thief, and mind is a thief. So now definitely you think that the mind is all that has gone now. We clearly understand transcending the body, mind, ego is spirituality, and definitely there is a power inside us. And mere liye it is more of anubhav ka gyan. It is now no more words in scriptures or somebody is saying, and when you are also saying many a times, I am very skeptical with all these things. मैं इतना contemplate करती हूँ, but see the peace which has dawned on us, the happiness, the peace, love, bliss. Now when you say sip, you can feel that. So now it is what you're experiencing without the body, mind, ego. Still, there is a long way to go. But definitely, spirituality is not a mind construct. You have to flip from mind to consciousness. And we have experienced that glimpses of, or many a times, what is consciousness and how you suffer when you slip to mind state. So, very clear understanding that it is not a construct of mind.
Very good. Thank you. I want to make one small submission. I hope you will take it in the. I was just doing a small study on a separate subject, and I'm asking. It's since we have today's time is. I don't think we have dozens of people wanting. So we use the word anubhav, Krishna. What is anubhav?
Anubhav is not body mind. You say aparoksha anubhuti.
So
But I don't know what.
use the word
I don't know
anubhuti.
what.
Use
Yeah.
the word
But
anubhuti.
ha. Yeah.
Because let me I want to be very important, Krishna. Anubhav is experience. And you know
Yeah.
what how do we experience Krishna?
We experience with your body, mind, ego. Yes, sir. But now when you are making us, it is only with this continuous in the call, holding
Absolutely.
the Guru's hand. Now what happens is, even if I'm doing it with the body, even if
Yeah.
I'm doing it, so what? This is also Guru's hands, na, or God's hand. Abhi experience one. I don't know. मुझे तो इतना nuances पता नहीं.
No, I'm
I
just
feel I
saying,
don't know.
no, just don't use anubhav, use anubhuti. Anubhav is through the
So
senses,
what is the English equivalent?
realization.
Okay.
Huh? Use
Yes.
use anubhuti, don't use anubhav. Okay?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Good. Thank you. Satprem Chidanand. Let's see where we are going to go today.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam.
Well, I think Krishna has cracked the subject very well. Spirituality is not construct of the mind. Only our ideas about spirituality are. Mind comes later, awareness or consciousness already present. So then naturally the question arises, well, first of all, spirituality is simply the recognition of awareness and consciousness itself, while the mind is an appearance within that awareness. So what question arises is, what about gurus, prophets, Buddhas, as you mentioned, Buddhas and scriptures? All spiritual teachings, including this Zoom call, practices and paths, are constructs of the mind, helpful ones created to point us back to the source. So prophets and gurus did not invent spirituality. They pointed back to what has always been there. The silent awareness before thought, the presence, as I keep on saying, presence in which mind rises and falls, and the ground of being that is not created.
Good. Thank you, Sir Prem. Nice. While we go to Chidanand, what even Sir Prem said and what he mentioned, Krishna saying, the whole world is talking of the hard problem of consciousness. The whole world is talking about, oh, what is consciousness? Where does consciousness come from? Does consciousness come from the brain? Is the brain? Many people are, so they are trying to understand, is this consciousness coming from the brain? It's coming. It's it. No, the brain doesn't have the energy. The brain is not creating energy. Have science proved that the brain is creating and consciousness energy? No. The brain is working in consciousness because that same brain becomes dead. How the brain becomes dead? When there's no consciousness in the body, when the Shakti goes away from the brain is dead. The brain becomes a piece of just dead cells. So very interesting. But Chidanand, over to you on the subject. Is spirituality just a construct of the mind?
Shivam Guruji,
Sure.
spirituality is not a construct of the human mind. It is a construct of the human intellect.
Very good.
Because,
Beautiful.
because,
Very beautifully said. Yes, continue.
because then only because of that, you are able to, what you call, eliminate the mind, be in consciousness, and that will take you to spirituality. Takes you to a position where you become SEP, and the whole BME gets dissolved. So if
Beautiful.
there was no intellect, no spirituality, then Aparoksha Anubhuti would have been impossible.
Beautiful. I just love your answer. What an amazing answer. What an amazing answer. Is spirituality a construct of the mind? Chidanand says it so beautifully. He says spirituality is a construct of the intellect. What a beautiful answer. Krishna, lovely answer, isn't it? Such a beautiful answer that spirituality is when we still the mind and we kill the mind, we move to consciousness, we reach that state of intelligence. In that state of intelligence, we realize Neti Neti Tattvamasi. How do we get to that state of, see, let me tell you one thing. Today is Saturday night. And I know many people who will be dana, dana, chaka, jinji, dana, dana. Okay, dance. But they need to dance because they think that dancing makes them happy. Correct. Of course, it makes them happy.
Yeah,
It makes
during
them
teenage,
because they have
during,
not tasted. They have not tasted
correct.
anything, but anything. No, amrit. The amrit that we taste, they have not tasted. So they have to dance to be happy. There is no other option. But I'm saying I refused to go today to a party which I was forced to go, but I refused. I said no. No. Because it's very important for us to be in consciousness and to be in intellect. We enjoy pleasure. Oh, I enjoy all the pleasure of the world. But my time belongs to Shiv. My day belongs to Prabhu. And this is not a construct of the mind. I am a divine instrument. It's not a construct of the mind. It's not a myth. It is the truth. It is the ultimate truth that we are all manifestations of the divine. But I just love the way, I did not think of the answer like this. Spirituality is not a construct of the mind. It is the construct of the intellect. Very well said. Anything more, Chidanand?
No, nothing.
Very well said. Beautifully said. Rajanand?
सर इट इज अ ब्यूटीफुल आंसर नाउ आई विल मैं किसी दूसरे तरीके से बोलूंगा सर अपने हिसाब से बेसिकली वी आर सोल एंड टू लिव एज सोल कॉन्शियसनेस इज आवर बेसिक नेचर शुड बी आवर
आपको किसने झूठ बोला आप सोल है? ये तो ब्लफ है. ये तो यू आर नॉट सोल. आपके जूते में सोल होगा. आप कौन से सोल के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं?
आई एम सोल अब मुझे क्या कंफ्यूज सर आई एम सोल एंड आई एम इन कॉन्शियसनेस so but the soul consciousness remained veiled by the mind. As the sun rays get veiled by clouds, so tendency of the rays remains to penetrate through the clouds. इसी तरह जो हमारा basic nature है, our soul nature, this consciousness must be tending to prevail upon us. This is my own concept. Must be tending to, but because of the low intellect.
If you tell Taj Mahal is in New York, it does not mean I have to believe Taj Mahal is in New York. ना कैसे मैं यकीन करूं?
नहीं, but I have believed. मैं believe करता हूँ ना सर. its tendency to have soul consciousness, it is tendency to prevail upon us. But because of the low intellect, this Saturn mind subdues it, and thus all the spiritual teachings are making this mind weak and ineffective with the help of intellect. So mind का यही है, ये इसको बंद करता है, वही construct कुछ नहीं करता है, distract करता है इसको. It is just disturbing it.
Let me ask you, what is the logic of spirituality? Tell me practically. Spirituality जैसी कुछ चीज है या बकवास है?
Spirituality, when we believe in soul, तो spirituality है ना sir. It is science of soul.
So why you believe in soul?
Because I have to believe in soul.
Why? Don't believe.
Why shouldn't I believe, sir, when I am soul?
Then tell me, na, explain to me if you say soul. थोड़ी मैं ऐसे रखी
Because by thinking I have made it. Take. It is made. ये हो गया है by thinking. I have
Let me ask Chotwani before God's will. Chotwani has been quiet for many months. Chotwani, ये सब झूठ है ना कि ये soul है, ये spirituality है. Chotwani, how do you explain? God's will comes next. Please be ready. God's will. We are giving special invitation to Ashok Chotwani to explain.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, Chotwani, what do you think?
Sir, I am divine soul. It is realization.
What do you mean?
We all are divine. We all are divine soul manifestation of one God, sir.
Who told you that nonsense?
Our Gurudev AiR sir has told, sir. But we have realized.
तो गुरुदेव AiR sir भी थोड़ा पागल है क्या? थोड़ा गुरु का थोड़ा स्क्रू लूज हो गया?
No, he is enlightened person, sir.
तो उसने कुछ भी बोला तो मान ले. Whatever he tells, you will receive. You will blindly you will listen.
Yeah, 100%, sir.
That's not correct. Explain to me why spirituality is not a lie of the mind. Why it is real? How do you explain to me?
But sir, it is spirituality is actually construct of human intellect, sir.
Correct. But what does your intellect say? Explain to me.
Intellect says that realization, self-realization and God realization, which we are going to do everything, sir.
No, just you are using some fancy words. Self-realization, God realization, all fancy words. What do you mean by that?
But since the last 6 years, we are learning this, sir.
But what have you learned? If you are learning, then 6 years you should have learned. How can you prove that spirituality is real? I am telling spirituality bakwas, nonsense.
But sir, we are now fully awakened. The person who is attending Zoom call since a long time, all are awakened persons, sir.
So if you are awakened, explain to me the logic of spirituality.
Due to spirituality, sir, we are free from all the fears and whatever the tensions.
Agreed. I agree. But tell me logically, how do you, suppose somebody comes and tells all this nonsense you're talking spirituality, it's all lies. How do you justify?
But we have realized, we have realized the effects of spirituality, sir.
What do you by just saying realize? What do you mean by realize?
No. It's a great change in our nature, sir.
In your nature. Think about it. I'm asking any other apostles also who are in the call. Samatma, Siri, who's in the call. Please give some logic. Girish Anand, if he wants to speak. But first we'll have God's will and Chidanand. Then we'll ask other apostles. No, you should be able to logically. Is this man, AiR, Atma and Ravi brainwashing you? Is this man coming every day and making you fool every day 8 o'clock, a full class? Is it all full? Is it all full class? Yes, God's will.
No.
Shiva Hangset, what a great honor to be with this enlightened group of your disciples. Thank you for all your excellent questions, answers to these questions. I think we must begin with the basis that spirituality is not separate from God. God and spirituality are not two things. They are one. They cannot be separate. They cannot be two different things. And so the mind is not I've forgotten the way you said it. There is no mind or something. I've forgotten how you said
No,
that.
no.
The mind.
Is spirituality just a lie that the mind is fooling us with? Is it a construct? Is spirituality a construct of the mind?
Well, I would say that there are. Chidananda answered nicely. There is something I would say called spirituality, and there is something called true spirituality. True spirituality means God is one and the same thing. But if you go on the discussion programs on television, people talking about it, this is a construct of the mind. But the real spirituality is in the silence. It's not to do with thought. So therefore, it's of a different category. But once you begin thinking about it, then of course it's not true spirituality. Then it becomes a matter of thought.
So do you think spirituality is real, or it's something that we have somebody coming on 8 o'clock and brainwashing you every day on this call?
Well, God is real. God is the real, and it's not two things. It's not separate. This is the basis, a whole basis of the deepest insight. There's no separation.
Good. So God's will is answering question in a different way. He's saying spirituality is real because spirituality is God and God is real. So he is giving the answer in a different way. Thank you, God's will. You have given a different perspective. But let me hear. I want to know how many people in this call actually understand whether we are just blabbering every day, time past 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. I'm giving you all samosas and cutlets and pastries and puffs and biryani in this call every day. What is happening? Chidanand and Siri, let me hear you.
Yes. Basically, because of the intellect, we can reason it out, neti neti tattvamasi, and then we can identify what is real and what is unreal. And that's how we realize I am Sip. Because until we reach, as Sip God's will said, true spirituality will always make you identify yourself with Sip. And that can be
Good.
done only with pure reasoning. And pure reasoning can happen only in intellect because mind will reason in ignorance and always lead to misery, negativity, and desire.
Beautiful. Again, second beautiful explanation. Beautiful explanation that we have understood that first spirituality is the construct of the intellect. And now Chidanand goes one step ahead and says spirituality is about that basic questioning, is that basic probe, that basic asking, investigating, and then coming with the basic concept of neti neti. Neti neti. Spirituality is not the mind that's making you ignorant. It is the intelligence that's making you contemplate and discriminate. So spirituality is very real. And so, Chiran, any more you want to say? Because today we need some real high thinkers today to go ahead because it's a very very up topic, which is a very elevated topic. This is something, and each person in the call who's awakened must speak and must explain what you understand. So, Girish Samatma, Siri Samatma, and Girish. Thank you, Chidanand, for second beautiful answer. Siri, Samatma, Girish, and Atmadeep.
Sure, Guruji, since
Sure.
you can hear me? I
Yes,
off
yes,
my
yes.
video.
Yeah, please talk, Sri.
Okay. Spirituality starts when you start searching God inside you instead of going outside the world.
Yeah.
Once you go inside, first you have to realize you are not the body and mind. So when you kill the mind only and still the mind, you can become calm and you can inquire who are you. So spirituality starts only when you still the mind, kill the mind. So, and then you experience that you are the divine soul. If you are not the body and mind, then you are the enlightened ego. Then you are the soul. Then you start questioning where is God. Then you realize that you are God. Everything is God. All these things.
So good. So therefore, to summarize it, Siri, if I am asking the question again to you, isn't spirituality a construct of the mind?
No. Spirituality is only if you kill the mind and still the mind, then you can go inside and find out who you are, where is God, what is God, and you have to go inside. So only if you calm the mind, still the mind, meditate, find out who you are, then the spirituality starts.
So why should I believe you? Why should I not rather believe the mind? Suppose the mind is right and you are wrong.
Mind is unnecessary ignorance, negativity
Can you hear what she's saying?
is
I can't hear what
there.
she's saying. Okay, Siri, your connection has got cut
So
off. Just check your connection, Samatma.
to
Siri, your
break the
connection.
mind, positivity.
Siri, your connection is not okay. We can't hear you, Siri. Just
Hello?
check your
Yes, sir.
connection.
Now it is.
Samatma.
Shivoham. I
Sure.
love Sutta manifests as all the divine souls here. Spirituality is actually a science of the spirit, and it is a logical and practical way of living in Satchidanand. It is like your inner journey. You are going. Spirituality is a journey which takes you inside towards your soul, and it is actually a path. And you are learning to go inside and live without the inner conflicts of judgments. So the mind does not come here. If mind comes, you are always judging. When you are totally into spirituality, you are without any inner conflicts. And it is a process of realization, like who am I? Neti neti tattvamasi.
How do you say? I like your answer. I like your answer because you have come with something unique and different. Spirituality is a science of the spirit. I like your answer. So can you explain to me how it is a science?
Because it is, I mean, it's a science of the spirit. Like how science you have logically, you have steps, logical. So in the same way, spirituality is also actually it's a logical and a practical way. Like stepwise, it shows you how to go within and
How is it?
how to be
How is it?
Satchidanand.
How is it logical? Why should I believe you are? It's logical. Explain. What is so scientific about spirituality?
It is because it is only through steps wise. Like first we started with understanding who am I. We never questioned it. When we came here, that question, who am I? Then we realized it was a self-realization, then God realization. And that in that process of self-realization, God realization, we realized how to go within. And that is when we went within, we heard the inner voice speaking to us. And that is when we realized that that is actually Satchidanand, and it is not the pleasures of the world which we are searching for.
Very
So
beautiful. I like your answer. Very well said. But I'm hoping that you could still come back and tell me some scientific points. I want to understand.
it is the one which helped us to see Sippenol. C-Sippenol, it is
Why should
SLS and
somebody
IS.
believe? Why should somebody believe you that SIP is in all?
When I realize I'm an Atma and all are an Atma, that is a realization.
Why?
Stepwise, we have reached to that.
Why should I believe you are Atma?
Because we all have realized it. We are an Atma. We are Atma.
What have you realized?
That I am not this body, not the mind. So,
And
and what
therefore,
am I? What I am?
ah,
I am
now,
something.
now you're talking science. Now you're talking science. So I am. See, I'm
I am.
talking. Can you hear me? Hello? I'm talking. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I am. But I am not this body. This body will die. I am not the mind, which you are trying to say is a construct of the mind, because there is no mind. Nobody has ever seen the mind. It's only a bundle of thoughts. If I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, but I am, I am, I am. Who am I? And when I say who am I, by inference, I come to know I am that energy that comes in the first cell. I mean, I don't want to eat up all the answers, but there's a scientific way to prove. So, Samatma, you should, in your next talk, when you're talking to people, you should have a note of all the scientific points, and you should be able to scientifically explain that the spirituality is real. And therefore, this call is a beautiful call, a very profound call, where scientifically, by the end of the call, we should be. In fact, this may become a book. Is spirituality a reality or myth? Is spirituality a reality or just a myth? You know, is God and spirituality, a reality or just a myth? One day it will become a book. Girishanand, Atmanand, thank you, Samatma. Well said. Trupreet, Rumataji, Krishna, and Rekha. Yes.
Spirituality is a construct of the intellect of a seeker only, not an ordinary person's.
Good.
And it is a methodical way of inquiry.
Good.
Our bondage is due to absence of inquiry.
Good.
Once we go on inquiring, a seeker's search ends. then there is no spirituality nor a seeker. All these are constructs only, but SIP is not a construct.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Anything more?
No.
Very good. What Girish says, spirituality is the construct of the intellect. And ultimately, everything is a construct because everything is a manifestation. But SIP is not a construct. But SIP is what they call in the Upanishads. I don't know I'm not good in Sanskrit, but the underlying reality. I know what word they use. Huh? Jagat Satya, Jagat Mithya Prabhu Satya. But there's some word in Sanskrit, I don't know what. It's called the underlying reality. It is the causeless cause. SIP is the causeless cause. If there was a Big Bang, then the question was who created the Big Bang? Where did okay, there was a Big Bang. Where did the Big Bang come from? It was an energy, nature. What is that energy? What is that nature? So this is what you said. It's the quest, inquiry, good words. It's an inquiry of a seeker. A person who's not seeking will ask, how do you make whiskey? What is the difference between whiskey and beer? This is the inquiry of a sharabi. A sharabi wants to know what's the difference between black label and gold label and blue label and red label and whatever label. Yeah, but a seeker does not want to know that. A seeker wants to know the inquiry of creation, the inquiry of reality. And unfortunately, as I said, the world has not tasted what we call Satchidanand. The world has yet to taste the Amrit of Satya Chit Anand. There is so much bliss and so much joy. Thank you, Girish. Well said, Girish Anand. Atmadi, True Preet, Rumataji.
Pranam Guruji, Shubham.
Yes, Pranam.
Only two corrections. Like firstly, through intellect for sure, but from intellect to consciousness, consciousness is missing so far. So when our consciousness becomes witness consciousness, I mean साक्षी भाव जब तक नहीं आएगा, तब तक हम the science of spirit we won't be able to grasp this whole concept. It will remain a mental construct if we are reading it like a theory. And anubhuti, which is your word, realize through your real eyes that I am not this, I am not this, I am that. So that can be there. For me personally, what Adhyatma is, from Koham to Soham. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, but are you able to tell us why it is not? I like your answer. Koham to Soham is a good answer. That's the essence of your talk. But why it's not spirituality, just a myth? It's just a construct of the mind. Why not?
Because you said mind does not exist, and manas is the lowest thing possible of the sukshma sharira. It's a
Okay,
subtle
good.
body aspect.
Good. That's
That
another
is.
beautiful answer. What are you talking about construct of mind when mind does not exist? How can spirituality be a construct of something that does not exist? Good answer. That is a good googly. Thank you. Trupreet, I was thinking you are gone out of India or something. I have not seen you for many days. Bolo.
Pranam, sir.
Pranam.
I've been listening, sir, not much participating. But sir, the first thing that Mahatma ji said that it's a science of the soul, of the spirit that we
Yes.
have, sir. And then we go on the search. Ye kya hai? Who I am? Ye kya hai? Why I am here? First the question comes who I am. Then comes where I am. And then we need the guidance of a guru like you, who shows us the right path, who takes out of the darkness. And mind is completely ignorance, sir. It's negativity, desire, and all this worldly passions and worldly things, sir. So the creative intelligence which we all have, the intellect we have, when we go into consciousness, slow and steadily we progress, sir. We slowly start realizing that we are awakened finally. From step one, we are awakened. Slowly we are going towards enlightenment. We are trying to free ourselves from mind and going towards subconsciousness all the time. That is what I feel, sir.
But what makes you feel that what I'm talking is all real. Maybe it's all bakwas. Maybe I'm talking nonsense to you every day, brainwashing you.
Sir, I would not lie to you. When I joined, I even told you that I was shuffling through the pages of Guru Granth Sahib every day and trying to find the answers with the questions you were asking. And fortunately, all of them matched. And now I don't go on another searches like this, or I've concluded that this AiR philosophy is 100% matches with Guru Nanak Dev Ji's philosophy, and I completely. That's why start I stopped asking and started following.
Okay, okay, I get it. So, Trupreet says, I don't want to question because I've already questioned before and I have
Yes,
got the answers. So I don't want to question again. Okay, good point.
I've concluded completely, sir. Now
Thank you.
liberation is the only aim, sir. That is all.
I hope you've been following the new developments on liberation. Now, the
Yes,
simple
sir.
secret, you're following that because
Yes,
you've
yes,
not been
yes, sir.
speaking.
Yes, I've
क्या
been
है
listening, sir.
क्या है liberation का simple secret क्या है?
Divine instruments, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now you're listening. I know you're listening.
Yes.
Rumata ji.
Thank you, sir.
Rumata ji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
बोलिए माता जी.
Guruji, I feel spirituality is not the construct of mind, rather in consciousness. In consciousness, we realize that we have to live a spiritual life, not religious life.
Yes, सही बोल रहे हैं आप. I agree to what you're saying. Rumata ji is saying spirituality is that consciousness. And it is in that consciousness, in fact, we come to know that mind is misery, ignorance, negativity, and desire. So we climb above the mind to a state, what Rumataji is using a term, that spirituality is all about consciousness. And this consciousness is where the truth lies. The intelligence lies. Intelligence also lies in consciousness. And consciousness comes from my new book is talking a lot on this chapter. It's called Consciousness Coming from Soulfulness. I've written a chapter on soulfulness, how beautiful it is to have soulfulness. So it's come out. My new book has come to an end. Peace of mind, and we are starting the new book on divine instrument from day after tomorrow. Thank you, Rumadaji.
And
Krishna.
Guruji, meditation is wonderful, really. We are blessed. And today's meditation was also very good on truth. Really, we are blessed. God bless you. आप हमें ऐसे ही bless करते रहे with peace, love, and bliss.
Okay, good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being on the
Thank you.
meditation. Meditation is a very beautiful, beautiful way to take a jump, to cross over. Those of you who are attending the meditation, you must be knowing how much impact it creates in your life, right? That half an hour of meditation is very profound, it's very impactful, and it takes you across. Beda par. Krishna.
Yes, sir. Sir, I want to talk 2, 3 scientific points because this is not a mind construct. This is the construct of intellect. इससे better answer नहीं हो सकता चिदानंद जी का. But why is it scientific? आपके question में बहुत सारा scientific principles. For example, basically you say, don't believe me. You ask, investigate, and realize. So it follows the scientific procedures of inquiry, investigation, and all that. But मुझे लगा this is very well connected with the law of causation, which is scientific, the law of karma, which is very scientific, and most beautifully, what is our birth and death? Only when that spark of unique life came inside, we are appearing. Otherwise, our family members, once that is gone, that spark departs. Our family members only burn this body. So, इतना scientific उसमें शक क्यों होना चाहिए? Because of that power, because of that energy, we are moving and we are talking. And very recently, you also said about the wave particle duality, that everything is that one energy, which appears as matter and energy. So all these are the scientific aspects to spirituality. Whereas what mind may take you to religion and myth and superstition, which is not spirituality.
Very good. But now you have, after 40 minutes of the call, you have come out with the scientific points. So these points are very, very important. Correct? What you said, these points are scientific. What you come forward now, very logical. So how did that zygote come alive? How did that two sperm and egg fertilize? How did it happen? It's scientific.
Right.
It's
Yes.
not the construct of imagination.
Right.
A conception in a lady's womb is not a fiction of imagination. It is fertilization. How can you call it an imagination? Fertilization is not imagination. So then you say death. Death is not a construct of imagination. Death is the reality, and science has not been able to define death. Some time back, I went to the Google and asked, "What is death?" And the scientific answer is, "It's the end of life." क्या होता है ये क्या होता है end of life इसका मतलब क्या होगा? So the mind is holding the world ransom. The mind is stopping the world from awakening. The mind is stopping the world. The mind is misery because of ignorance, negativity, and desire. Because we are desires, we are slaves. We are prisoners of pleasures, people, possessions. The mind is making us a monkey. It's making us ignorant, like a donkey. The mind is a monkey, and because of ignorance, making us a donkey. And this negativity, all this negativity, because of us not being in consciousness, not being in intelligence, not being good. Krishna, very beautiful scientific points. I hope you covered your points, right? Beautiful scientific points. Krishna talked about the law of causation. You all know the law of causation? Krishna, bolo, law of causation, bolo, Krishna.
Every effect has a cause.
Every
Effects are
effect,
nothing, has a
effect,
cause.
every effect has a cause. If you are here, what is the cause? If your mother and father were the cause, what is their cause? What is the cause? What is the cause? What is the ultimate cause? Then next.
Second is the effect is nothing but cause in different names and forms.
The effect is nothing but the cause in a different form. If you
Form.
see ice, ice is the effect. The cause is water. Ice is nothing but water. Then where there is cause and effect. And the third point.
And the third, if the cause is removed, there is no effect.
If the cause is removed, there is no effect, which means that you and me, we are effects. What is the cause? If you remove the cause, if you remove the Atma, the body returns to dust. Therefore, all the particles of the body, earth, fire, air, water, space, dissolve into nothingness. These are effects. The cause is the Shakti, the cause is the Atma. Now, science is not able to understand this still. Probably because of the mind, probably because they're unable to logically put proof into. A day will come. A day will come. All this will be in science books. It's a matter of when. Like quantum physics, quantum mechanics has already come. A day will come when all the spirituality will come in a science textbook. Thank you, Krishna. Atma Viveka.
Shivoham.
Yes, Shivoham.
Science has proved that every atom is energy.
Good.
So we also are energy when spiritually we realize that even we have that energy, which is soul, manifestation of SIP. Then we realize we are SIP and SIP is everywhere. So spirituality is real and mind becomes mithya. There is no mind, it doesn't
Suppose
exist.
what you're saying is just a story by the mind.
No, it can never be from the mind. Spirituality
Why?
can never come.
Why
Because
not?
mind is doesn't exist, and it even if you go with the mind, you are not going to reach spirituality because it will not take you to here. It doesn't let you allow you to be in this think properly. So
Okay, good.
energy.
Rajanand, Arav, Atmatray, and Girishanand.
Sir, spirituality is the process for spiritual realization, which is recognizing the soul, Atma, the underlying reality of our gross body, causal body, and subtle body. Subtle and causal. So it is not the construction of mind. It is the process of understanding the non-existing mind, which emerges from the ignorance, and transcending it along with the body, and realizing the in-depth consciousness which we are by way of meditating or in a way of just recognizing any other way by which you can recognize the true nature and remain in consciousness of truth that you are that, or in the self-inquiry, who I am, who am I, you are that in that consciousness remaining. यही spirituality है सर. बाकी ठीक है, बाकी scientific भी है, ये भी scientific है because there are laws of हम we see that this is God, there is ship. उसमें तो कोई कुछ नहीं बोल सकते ना. There is some ship is there. So we are connected to the ship by IS, and we have a lot of things to do that.
You see, 99% of the people in this world don't agree to this, what we are talking. 99% of the people think that क्या spirituality बात करते हैं आप लोग, क्या बकवास है. 99% of the people in this world don't relate to the subject.
But everybody must be knowing that there is some supreme immortal power. Our spirituality is only we're connecting ourselves to that supreme immortal power.
Everybody may know, but they are slave of the mind. Therefore, they are ignorant.
So mind does not allow them to do it, sir.
Yeah, mind keeps you a prisoner. Mind keeps you having desire. Mind keeps you in negativity. Mind keeps you in ignorance. Mind keeps you miserable. Then how can you realize the truth? It's not possible to realize the truth. Arav, thank you. Arav, Atmatray, Girishanand, and Karma.
Hello, sir. According to me, spirituality is the journey of connecting with ourselves. It is about understanding who we truly are and observing how our mind works.
So, do you know who you are?
Yes.
Who are you?
I am not very clear, but I know that this is true because.
Are you Arav? Are you Arav or you're not Arav?
Not sure.
Are you Arav or is your name Arav?
My name is Arav.
When you were born, you had a name or you had no name?
I had no name.
So do you know, you're only 14 years old, but have you studied how your body was formed in your mother's womb? Have you studied that or not yet?
I have.
So how the body is formed?
When egg and sperm.
They fertilize, correct?
They fertilize, yes.
So when you are fertilized in your mother's womb, then can you change your mother?
No.
Why you cannot change your mother?
Because it's already decided I am already there.
because you're already there, right? So therefore you are there, huh? You are already in your mother's stomach, correct?
Yes.
But was your body there or there was no body at that time?
There was no body.
It was only one cell. No, what's the name of that cell? You know?
Zygote.
Correct. You're a very smart boy. Which standard are you?
Ninth.
Very good. So in 9th standard, by now you've learned you are just a zygote, but that is you because you're already alive in your mother's stomach. Because Arav, from that one zygote, it became one cell to two cells to four cells. Correct, Arav?
Yes.
This is the lie or this is a scientific truth?
This is a scientific truth.
So when you go backwards, I am Arav? No, I am not Arav. Am I the body? No, the body came later. I was the zygote, the first zygote. How did that zygote come alive? Do you know?
How did the zygote come alive?
How did it come? How did the sperm and egg fertilize? Who did that? Did Coca-Cola do that?
No.
Who did it?
It was natural.
Naturally means how? What happened? Who did it?
Our body.
Our body makes the sperm and the egg, correct?
Yes.
The sperm and the egg come together. Who creates that match, that fusion? Who creates the fusion and becoming a zygote?
Maybe there's some power.
Correct. There's a power. So that's enough for you till today. But you're a very smart boy. It's good for you to learn. Of course, it's good to go to school and all those things. But you told me Saturday, Sunday, you're free to attend the call, or Friday, Saturday. It's good to learn because this is the most important learning in your life. Okay?
Yes.
Good, Arav. Atmatre.
Shivam, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I think mind is searching only for happiness. But spirituality is a anubhuti of permanent truth.
But why should I believe you? Why do you say that?
No. It is, I think, religion is a construction of mind, but spirituality is not.
Correct. Religion is construct of the mind, I agree. But
Yeah.
why should I believe there is something called spirituality? There is nothing called spirituality. Why should you believe there is something called spirituality?
Spirituality is searching for truth, permanent truth, sir. Mind is only mm,
And what is the truth?
permanent truth is the God, sir.
You heard just now the boy was speaking from Nepal, 14-year-old boy.
Yeah,
14-year-old boy, 9th standard, Arav.
correct.
And he's telling us exactly the science of how Arav is telling us in 14-year-old Arav. He is telling exactly how the body is formed.
Correct.
And it is the truth. He knows, right? He said how the body is actually formed. That body is
Yes.
formed when the egg and the sperm is fertilized.
Yes.
It is so important that we understand this, because this is the ultimate truth. And how scientifically we must know one day the body will die. What happens when the body dies? Scientifically, what happens? Where does the body go? Why did the body die? What happened when the body dies? This inquiry leads us to the ultimate truth. This inquiry is very important.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good. We must. So therefore, if you ask the question, is spirituality a construct of the mind? No, spirituality is a construct of inquiry, intelligent inquiry. When you have intelligent inquiry, you construct spirituality, the only reality of life, the true reality of life, which 99% of the people in this world don't know. And that is the biggest problem in this world. 99% of the people in this world are playing and fooling and eating and drinking and dancing, but not realizing the truth. Girishar.
Spirituality says God is not God. God is SIP, SIP,
Yes,
Supreme Immortal Power.
yes,
This SIP, despite manifesting as Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara, is
yep,
birthless and deathless.
yes,
Now we go to science. Science has proved what is energy.
yes,
Energy is neither energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another form.
beautiful.
Here in this world we see SIP manifesting as Jiva Jagat Ishvara. Still SIP is not changing, or it is changeless and birthless or deathless.
Yeah,
There is similarity.
beautiful. Very beautifully said. Have you concluded?
Yes.
So it's a very
One
beautiful.
point,
Yeah,
science may not say or put a stamp that this is supreme immortal power, but energy is same. That energy is nothing but manifestation of SIP.
correct. Actually, science has reached a point where they're saying this whole world is energy, and spirituality is saying this whole world is power. That's the only difference. One is called energy, one is saying power. Energy and power are the same. And therefore, science, according to me, science is very, very close. If science only questions, Girish, one point, what is, you know what the difference between energy and power, Girish?
Energy is manifestation, power is the truth.
But what is the difference?
Power is inherent quality.
What is the
Energy
difference?
is something in motion.
Today I'm telling you what is the difference which science is going to accept. What is it that science has come very close? I want to ask you, what is the difference between energy and power?
Deathless, no. The energy, as per science, cannot be created or destroyed.
That's
Here
not
in
okay. Look at this.
spirituality, it is
Look,
birthless, deathless,
look at
one
this.
and the same.
Look at this. Energy is like this. Correct? Power is boom. What is the difference between boom, boom? What's the difference between energy and power?
Power manifestation is energy. We go one step ahead.
Both are same. Both are same. Science is calling it energy, but very soon they will call it power, because power is nothing but intelligent energy. Power is intelligent energy. There is a supreme intelligence in this world. When the energy becomes supremely intelligent, when it's understood, when the energy is only flowing. But who is the supreme intelligence in this world? That supreme intelligence is the power. The power which is nothing but the energy. Girish, there's no difference. But today you and me understand, is this power ordinary or it's got supreme intelligence?
Supreme.
That's why it's power. We say a man is powerful. Donald Trump is powerful. Narendra Modi is powerful. Power means power. And this energy has power. Supreme power. Okay, that's for another day. Thank you, Girish. Quickly to close, we have Kanak, Anand Krishna, and Truprit. 3 more comments before we close.
जय सच्चिदानंद।
नमस्कार, बोलिए।
बहुत अच्छा प्रश्न रखा है सर आज आपने कि isn't a spiritual contract in mind। ये सब कुछ माइंड में ही है, सब कुछ मन में है, और मन कुछ नहीं है, मन ही माइंड है, माइंड ही सारी चीजों को क्रिएट करता है, और उसके बाद अपनी इस स्पिरिचुअलिटी के द्वारा जो हम उसको देख सकते हैं, कर सकते हैं, तो हम ये डिफाइन कर पाते हैं कि हम मन नहीं है, हम माइंड नहीं है, और हम सुप्रीम पावर है, सोल पर्सन है, और शिप है। तो ये सर बादल और वर्षा की तरह है कि आकाश में बादल है, बारिश हो रही है, और आकाश अपनी जगह है, बादल आ रहे हैं, जा रहे हैं, बारिश हो जाती है। बस यही सर। थैंक यू।
नहीं, आप आज टाइम तो कम है, नहीं तो मैं आपसे डिस्कस करता। थैंक यू। आनंद कृष्णा, क्विक कमेंट, वी डोंट हैव टाइम, क्विक कमेंट नाउ। जोर से बोलिए, जोर से।
गुड इवनिंग सर, प्रणाम सर, अनम्यूट दीजिए सर, अनम्यूट दीजिए।
प्रणाम। अच्छा, आपका आज का आपका आवाज नहीं है ट्रूप्रीत, बिल्कुल नहीं, आपका आवाज आज जीरो है। ट्रूप्रीत
अनम्यूट दिया सर, अनम्यूट दीजिए।
अनुभूति, अनुभूति बोल रहे हैं आप, लेकिन सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है। ट्रूप्रीत।
Thank you, sir. It's been a lovely journey with you, sir. That's why I just wanted to say. And the second thing I wanted to add is that why first question that comes out, who am I and why am I here? And why am I here has been more clearer with you, sir. Because of karma and the Karan Sharir and the things that you explained very well, and the karma book I got. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you, Truprit. Please do keep asking questions. We miss your questions. Atmadeep.
Yeah, last point, love versus longing. So mind, the love part, and the longing, the spirituality part. That's all. Thank you.
Good, good, beautiful. So mind has a different meaning of love, and mind is thinking of relationships, and mind is thinking of insecurities, and mind is thinking of clinging, and mind is thinking of skin to skin connection. But spirituality is the deep longing of the soul. It is soul to soul. It is soul to sip. Therefore, today I enjoy a beautiful eternal bliss. I enjoy Prema Yoga with sip. And when you have Prema Yoga with sip, it's a very different, beautiful ecstasy of divine love. My dear friends, today's question, I did not know where we'll reach. I didn't think it will become so interesting. But spirituality is not a construct of the mind. Spirituality is the construct of the intellect of a sincere seeker who is seeking and who is anubhuti, who is awakened or has realized that mind doesn't exist. And spirituality is not a fiction of imagination. Spirituality is the underlying reality. The underlying reality of Jagat Jiva Ishvara. Jagat Jiva Ishvara is all one. that one ultimate reality, and science, which has agreed about energy, will soon accept energy to be power, because science is looking for intelligence. AIHISI. What is the supreme intelligence? It is that power which is supreme intelligence. Science will understand now or 10,000 years later. I don't know. But one day science will understand. With folded hands, I bow down to you.